Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Damon D once again with a little episode of me explaining things on what happened to us and what we can do to make things better. Um, I was listening to Cam and he said something that I wanted to touch base on. I don't disagree with him, but I understand where his mind frame and where he gets that idea from. But I wanted to explain to him the difference between what Spike Lee was talking about compared to Tyler Perry. All right, y'all take a minute and listen to what he had to say.
All right, you want to know my problem with Spike Lee real quick?
Yeah, because it sounds personal.
It ain't personal because, I see him in the garden when I go. He don't really speak to
me.
I don't like to hate on other hustle too. This has nothing to do with basketball. Now, look, some people may agree with what I'm about to say, but to me, it don't matter. Now, Spike Lee hates on Tyler Perry all the time. Talks about, that real effort in the movies. He ain't putting no real love into it and getting the storyline right. He's cheating the system. And you hate on a who was homeless in 2007 to becoming a billionaire till he got to exit off the highway, got his own studio. Eddie Murphy, Will Smith, Marlon, all these black people come to his studio to use his shit when this man was homeless in 2006.
Now, I want to reiterate that he understand what Spike Lee meaning about love. For over the last, I'd say, 20 years, media has been detrimental to the young black people, period. From the reality shows to the Tyler Perry movie. Now, what Cam don't understand is that there's a secret agenda behind everything. How many other people that got rich that can't rap, can't understand what them saying? The most ignorant songs on the radio, people got rich. It has nothing to do with talent. It's the message. Even to this day, and not throwing shade at Cam, you was a rapper, but now you a podcast. You have to do whatever you have to do to make some money. I do understand that. But don't value a person's integrity based on how much zeros behind their name. Because that's the problem with us as people. We allow people wealth, money, to bring value to our agenda, and meaning that we'll emulate or want to be that person. But nobody know exactly what that person did to get where they at today. But what Spike Lee was meaning about the love and the integrity on the storylines of black people, positive messages, things that we accomplish. I mean, I know I'm not the only one, but mostly all Tyler Perry movies make men look bad. Because he stated that he only write movies pertaining to a woman's perspective, such as his mother. So now, look at the last 10 years. All these black males that's gay on the DM, on the low. And I don't have no problem with it, but I never seen in my lifetime until this day the magnitude of black males becoming homosexuals. That's never happened. Not that I'm not aware of in my whole entire life. And I can't say that it got nothing to do with, the way we was raised and, they ain't want to show off back then and all that kind of crazy stuff. Black people that was gay back then was gay and they ain't give a damn about who knew about it. So that's completely false. But that word hate not coming from the world of understanding, because it's not the point about crying, about whining, about complaining. It's the point about the reality of the whole situation. Most of our pioneers of rap never made it as successful as some of these rappers here today. And not taking nothing from none of the rappers here today, is just the point that it's a machine. And the message is go shoot your brother, go do this, I'll bust a cap in you and all that stuff there. That was an agenda. And that's what we're doing right now today. Anyway, let me go ahead and finish and let him finish his statement.
7. So Spike Lee always hates on him and like, yo, his movies ain't all that, and this, that, and the third. You got to put the love into it. You know what I'm saying? And get the dial in the script. Look, Spike, some people like they food cooked in the oven. Some take it in the microwave. Pause. If you want a quick microwave movie, fine. They got full. Don't always want to wait for Thanksgiving and the yams to get done, and the
okra,
and the macaroni,
and the neck bones.
I already ate, man. I've been starving all day, Spike, for you trying to get this done. So I don't like that, because however it works for you, it works for you. Whatever it takes for you to get your bag, get your bag. And Spike has a lot of hate. Not just that, I was just using that for an example. He's like a grumpy old man. So
you don't think it's like it's I compare Spike and Tyler Perry to like Jesse and Obama.
Jesse Jackson?
Yeah, where you feel like you did all the groundwork.
Yeah.
But another got all the light from it.
Yeah, well, listen, Spike ain't broke. You know.
I know, but you know, it's the same way. It's like he took it to another level.
Yeah, absolutely.
The level we wanted to take it to.
Yeah, absolutely. And look,
now, to answer that, what level that he get on? I mean, people look at people's financial status as they accomplish everything. And that's where I want to be. You know, and not realizing that they ain't nothing but two puppets. Oprah Winfrey, even Jordan, puppets. They rich beyond measure. But with those riches, what have they ever done for anybody in America? And then, you know, they'll give you an excuse that nobody owe you anything, or you got to go and get it yourself and all that. What you got to do? You have to continue to sell your people out in order to get ahead. Some people don't want to lose their integrity to fight, to use somebody else or to manipulate somebody else just for somebody else to get rich and for you to get rich as well. So when it comes to getting money, it's all about the integrity in it. Getting the bag ain't nothing. It's how you got the bag. You know, everybody should have a bag and get a bag the right way. So once you start looking at things from a different person's perspective, it's different. But my granddad used to tell me when I was selling dope, oh, you gonna do it? Now I say this ain't the 50s, this the 80s and whatnot. But I read Malcolm X and and they was doing the same thing I was doing, trying to hustle, trying to make money, trying to do whatever they got to do to try to get ahead. So it's the same old story. We all done that. And Tyler Perry's success is not based on the movies he's writing. It's just the type of movies he's writing. And he probably got a lot of them. But the storyline is stupid. And it's crap. And it make black men look weak. Make black men look bad. Only one he ever played a black man that did good was Good Deeds. I mean, I look at the movies, but at the same time, look at the storyline. Look at what's told. Look how black men look. Look how, that's not us. But that's what they want us to become. Divided and separate. Always fighting amongst each other, pointing the finger at each other like you the problem. But let me finish the rest of this.
It's a great comparison because it's kind of the same errors as well also. But, you can't get mad up because what error you came in. It's like sin. I know we bring sin up about 4 or 5 times a week on this show, but sin told me one day I should have been born when Nicky Barnes and them was born. I should be dead by now. Can't with this error. I should have been born with Frank Matthews and these. I shouldn't even be it. I said, you be dead. He said, yeah, I know. But that's when I was supposed to have been here. And you can't get mad at wherever you grow up in. You got to take advantage of what's going on during the time that you're here. Right now, we can sit here and you know how much I could complain and be like, man, I had social media when I first started rapping, boy. Shit be crazy. No, I'm not complaining. I'm going to figure out what I can do, how I can manipulate all these different tools that's available now and use them to my advantage to where I can benefit from it instead of complaining about it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and leave with that. He said a major word, manipulate. Only thinking about himself. And that's the way the mind frames is, and that's why we no longer can stick together. Because you only think about you. And no matter who he got to go over, who he got to backstab, who he got to kill to get what he need, it will be done. And when you got a mind frame that you would do anything to get that bag, then you got a problem as it is. Get to know God and get to know yourself. Because we all bad in condition. Everybody ain't ever can't be an entertainer and a manipulator. Some people like to work and some people like to earn what they deserve, and they have every right to. But the opportunity got to be there for them to do so. So another message from me to you, from Damon D, much peace, love, and tranquility. May we all unite and build together. That's my goal, for us to become as one and unite and take our rightful place on this earth. Peace out. Love you.